it's clear that with Darwin gone and Luis Diaz gone, and even last season we had 5 or 6 options, I think. Again, Diogo, I need to mention him as well. So yeah, that we need to have one more attacker, at least.
Gents, we heard Alan Owen mention it there, that Liverpool may not be done yet in terms of their transfer business in this summer window. He mentioned Marc Guehi, and of course Liverpool have already signed 18-year-old defender Giovanni Leone from Parma. Carve, do they still want to sign another defender? The Marc Guehi links, they seem credible.
Yeah, no, they definitely want to sign Marc Guehi. I think the issue is there's a gap in valuation because he's got a year left on his contract. I think Liverpool want to pay a fee that starts with a 3, whereas Crystal Palace want a fee that starts with a 4. Now, I don't think that is unbridgeable, because Steve Parish, the Palace chairman, has come out himself and said that we can't have a situation where a player as good as Marc Guehi leaves on a free transfer next summer. But obviously he's got the option of doing that. And if he just stays at Crystal Palace, from January he can start talking to foreign clubs about moving as a free agent on a lucrative deal next summer. But I think Liverpool definitely want him. It's just a question of whether they can do a deal with Crystal Palace, because Crystal Palace, I think their fans will accept the fact that out of Marc Guehi and Eberechi Eze, one of them is probably going to go. We just don't know which one yet.
I would also add to that, Marc Guehi will have something to think about as well. He's got a World Cup,
of course,
at the end of the season.
Minutes, yeah.
And if he stays at Crystal Palace, he'll be captain. He'll be guaranteed to start, you would think, every single week.
Yeah.
Would he need assurances from Liverpool if he was to go there, whether he was going to get that game time he would need to not only make the squad under Thomas Tuchel, but maybe start as well?
Yeah, and also Alan mentioned about how Liverpool had recouped well in terms of sales, the likes of Diaz, Nunez, Quansah, Kelleher, etc., etc.
One other thing, actually.
Go on.
I forgot to mention it.
Yeah.
I think when it comes to Marc Guehi as well, there's the possibility that Liverpool would be able to do a deal with Crystal Palace, which would also involve a player or players going from Liverpool to Crystal Palace as part of that deal, because we know Palace want to bring players in as well, and there are some Liverpool players that Palace definitely would be interested in.
Okay.
So our information is that is something else that has been discussed as well.
Okay, yeah, just adds to the complexity and the options there for the clubs. Okay, outgoing at Liverpool, Dharmesh?
Yeah, you say they sell well. They're doing it again because Bournemouth are close to agreeing a deal with Liverpool for their winger Ben Doak, the Scotland international. The fee under discussion is around £25 million. They're hoping that an agreement can be reached by the weekend. He's not part of the squad for the game against Bournemouth tonight, coincidentally. But they've moved for Doak, have Bournemouth, after agreeing a deal with Brentford to sell Dango Otara. So he has been the subject of interest, has Ben Doak, from a number of clubs, not only in the Championship but abroad in Stuttgart and in Porto. But it looks like Bournemouth have won it.